All right, are we here? Is it working? Is it working? I have to do this because um so Tuesday, I feel like I should address this because even though I'm in a room by myself, it's the elephant in this little mini studio. Um and that is that on Tuesday, I was really excited, like super excited. We were gonna go live. I was gonna go live at like right around this time, 7:30. And well, I don't know what was happening. I was out of it. Maybe it was because I hadn't had my puppers. But I tell you what, I was really excited. Got on the stream, got ready to go. We were good to go. Pop on. I sit here. I talk for 45 minutes. Man, it was in-depth stuff. It was like I was going through the whole thing. I was really bummed because chat wasn't working, and I was like, I don't know what's going on there, but we were just gonna move on, right? I was like, all right, I'll talk with them later. We'll get it figured out. Well, so chat wasn't working. I do the 45-minute video. I go all into what Dinger Tuesday is. I do all this stuff. I get done and I realize that it hadn't been working. I go to record it and there's a 3-second clip, which is what if you guys are following me on Twitter, that's what you saw there. And it was just basically me sitting here like this. Like it looked like I had lost, like I had one remaining brain cell and that thing had hop, skipped, and jumped away. So that didn't go well. So I'm like, you know what? I still want to get on here and get some information out to the people. They still deserve it, even though I'd been sitting here for 45 minutes, literally talking to myself in a room. So then I go live for like 20 minutes, not too long. I had two guys pop on. This time chat was working. I just forgot to check it because I was so frazzled. I made it a solid 15 minutes before realizing that my mic wasn't on. So Tuesday wasn't great. Hopefully today's going better already. You know what I'm going to do right away? We're going to click this open. I'm going to open chat, make sure that it's working. You guys give me some form. Oh geez, it's not communicating. Are you? Oh, there we go. Let's go. We already got Timothy in here. Let's go. All right, we already have some form of communication. This is the only way that I know that I'm not literally talking to myself is by you guys at least saying something in chat. So the fact that I already have a yo makes me so happy. I appreciate you, Timothy. I love it. All right, so we're gonna go in here. FanDuel has been screwing us. Screw them, man. I tell you what, as excited as I am about Dinger Tuesday being back and all this stuff, I am pretty darn annoyed that they aren't they aren't doing the whole site credit. I love site credit. That's one of my favorite things about FanDuel. But yeah, FanDuel's been screwing us, and I tell you what, the fact that we've had any home runs has been absolutely wild because on our Dinger Tuesday, we've had like 2 days in a row of like the lowest per bat home run. Is that right? It's been wild. The last few days, how few home runs we've been hitting, but we did make profit. A very slight profit the other day if you rode with us on all our picks, and we're able to get the numbers we did. Obviously, it varies, pick by pick because they're constantly updating the numbers. But I was able to make money and get a $105 free bet, which we'll talk about today. But yeah, we can boo the Cardinals all we want, man. Friggin' golly. Anyway, you know what? Yesterday's in the past. We're moving on to today. What's in the mug? Yeah, a little bit of happy hour. We've had I tell you what, I don't know what it is. This left eye has been twitching for like 4 days. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna cure it with a little bit of local brewing is what we're calling this. Yeah. I can't call it full blown happy hour because I had dinner, went and taught, we had practice. So I had dinner, had practice, got home from practice, set up the live, and now I'm having a brew. So it's not full blown happy hour, but I'm hoping we have a happy hour, especially with what we got going on later tonight. We got one of my favorite. I'm really excited for this. I'm riding with Duck tonight on the home run bet. If you guys have been following Ducky for a while, he's got Ducky Dingers. He's got this like separate Twitter that he's been running. That's only about home runs. He's got a home run pick of the day every day. I'm riding with him on one with our Dingers, our leftover free bet from that. So I'm very excited about that. Yo, what's up, Lucas? Thanks, man. I appreciate, I appreciate the shout out. I do want to clarify for everybody who's joining new to the YouTube channel. We are kind of like a duo, I suppose you could say. We've got Sam, who's running the Twitter. He runs that main Twitter. I run my YouTube Twitter, where I get a few things going, and I'm also doing the YouTube channel. So we're kind of like a back and forth. We actually work together. We're both teachers for the time being. We'll see what happens moving forward. I think Sam might be moving a little bit more into the into this whole realm. But yeah. Anyway, we're gonna get into it. Let's get into it today. Yeah, so I just saw a chat pop up that Alan wants to ask about. I will jump into a few of the specific promos that are going on that are more casino related. We'll dive into some of those a little bit later, but I do want to get into our bets today, our picks, talk about our picks of the day so that we can get through them, get them out for the people. So if you guys jump in later, you can always go back and say, hey, this is what we have. It's a nice, quick, fluid version of that. So we'll go in for today. We'll look at our daily picks, and then we can move on to some of those more specific promos. So for today, it's a pretty easy setup we got going today. First off, if you guys have not been to our promo checklist, to our webpage, definitely come check it out. There are some really cool things that we've been doing. Sam's breaking it down in the chat right now. There are a few things that have been updated on here. Like we've got some really cool sportsbook bonuses. Like the page there has been updated. It looks really cool, really nice. You know what? While I'm here and I'm talking about it, we're just going to click over. I'm going to show you guys kind of what I'm excited about. We've got our welcome bonuses here. Oh, is this the one I was talking about? Oh, yeah. Anyway, we got some here. And then we also have one. I might have clicked on it differently earlier. Anyway, we've got some of our different picks and our different pages in here that are starting to look really cool and updated and nice and user friendly so that you can navigate around, find your state, get different things adjusted accordingly. But this is our daily picks page. Basically what we do here is we go through, we're using the unit size. This is our bankroll. Yes, we've made way more money than $1,000, but we keep a $1,000 consistent bankroll so that if we have a really bad month or a really, whatever, we're consistent with this for forever. So we're never going to make probably, $500,000 in a year unless we have something crazy happen. But we will consistently make, 15 to maybe 40 if we have a really good year. So we really like the consistent profit. Obviously, you guys are able to adjust according to your bankroll size. This is just why we roll with this. So, jumping into it, this is the DraftKings. This is what we were talking about, the instant match bonus promo. I want to talk more about this, but it is super valuable. You put in, $3,334 and you get $500, right? So you get 15% of whatever you put in. You only play through once, so you have to pay through that $3,000. Play through that once. From what I was looking through, you know what I was going to say? I'm going to talk about it later. We'll just dive into it now. From what I was looking at earlier, it does look like this is something where you can play blackjack, which if you guys don't already know, blackjack is by far the least variance and highest return to player of pretty much any option out there. Plus, personally, I enjoy it a lot. So what I would recommend is you go in here, you do blackjack. Yep, just like Sam's saying. With optimal strategy, you're going to go in here. You're going to come out with a profit, basically. You're coming real close to even playing through this full $3,000. You guys are going to come out probably, I don't know. Let's say you have a pretty rough run of it. You're doing $5 hands. Let's say at the end of this entire thing, and you guys are using optimal strategy, you are likely to come out, even after a bad run, at like $3,100, right? Oh no, I only made, $300 off of this promo. That's, that's like a bad run of it, especially if you're only doing $5 hands. That would be crazy. In general, the smaller amount of, the smaller hand size that you're using, the longer it'll take, but the less in crazy variance that you're going to run into. So would definitely recommend going through that. I will actually be helping my dad and my sister with this just because I did not get invited to this. I'm really bummed. I would have loved this promotion. I would have been on it and probably through it already. It's super valuable and highly recommend you guys playing through. If you don't know what the ideal strategy is, I do have a video up on my YouTube channel. You guys can just go to the playlist. I've got a couple in there that would be worth checking out. But yeah, it's definitely worthwhile learning because you can do things like this. Okay. Risk-free same game parlay. I can talk a little bit about this. I can show you guys mine. I think Sam's is up. But you can do this every day. So it's really nice because what did I end up doing? I think I just did Jaws minimum points. So I think I did like 23.5. I did, who was my other guy? What's his name? He's a guard. He's the good young kid for the Timberwolves. I'm spacing on his name right now. Anyway, he's been a lot of fun to watch recently. So I'm just kind of really, because this is fun and ultimately you're getting your money back if it loses. This is something where it's worthwhile to just have, you can have a little bit of fun with this and put it on something. And even if you lose, you get your $10 free bet back. So I just have it. I think I have it at like plus 225 and we'll move from there. So yeah, MLB same game parlay mystery boost. I rode with Sam and First TD Dave on this, so you guys can check out their same game parlay. I might have found that for the Detroit one. I did follow Sam for this mystery boost too, though. So if you guys want to see that, I can pull those up as we get into it a little bit later and dive in then. Next, Fanduel. This NHL odds booth. This is worth it. Where Sam is risking his personal max. I was able to get $25 on it, so that's what I did. It's 2.6 units, so if you guys are using our $10 unit system, this would be $26. I like going to round numbers, so I did 25. No sweat, same game parlay. You guys are opting in. Putting this, you get a free bet back if it loses. Again, you get one free bet per week, so keep an eye on this. I already did mine, so I do not have one today. But keep an eye on this. This is something you should definitely be looking out for. Caesars, we don't have anything worthwhile, really, that we're excited about. If there's something that you guys have any questions about, like, hey, you want us to calculate an odds boost, we can do that live. We'd be willing to knock that out. So if you've got something on Caesars, BetMGM, BetRivers, PointsBet, anything that you guys want us to look into, this is a good time for us to be able to answer those questions. This is my favorite thing of the day. We've got all our one-game parlay insurances on BetMGM. I will be building these live with you guys today, so I'll kind of be showing you how it works, just how we go about it, and that's what we have for today. Now, I'm going to go into chat, and I'm going to kind of zoom out here. I'm just going to talk about Dinger Tuesday, basically what it is. So I'm going to recap from our Tuesday. So what we did is we have this whole system. Sam's got this whole spreadsheet. But we go through and we look at who are profitable plus EV bets for home runs. Anthony Edwards. Thank you, Peyton. I appreciate it. Anthony Edwards is that guy the young kid who I was excited about for the Timberwolves. I've got him at like 21.5, and I've got Ja at like 23.5, I think. And then I've got the Grizz to cover like 11.5 points, something like that. Like plus 11.5. So that last one just super long odds, basically guaranteeing that the other two are just really the main parts. FanDuel hockey bet's already dead. For real? Oh, jeez. All right. Well, friggin' screw our hockey bet. We already talked about that. FanDuel, we led with this at the beginning. FanDuel's been screwing us lately. We are not happy with that. But whatever. We're moving on. It's okay. You have these days, we have these runs, positive, negative, all of that. And it's something that we ride with and we deal with because ultimately they're the ones who are offering the boosts and the promos for us. So they're the reason we're making our money. So Alan, I see that you was just going to ask what the optimal strategy is. A lot of it's common sense. Little bit of math, like, hey, are there more 10s in this deck than there are freaking 2s, right? What's more likely to happen here? And you just move forward with that. But again, got a full in-depth thing talking about when to hit, when to double, when to stand, when to split, all that jazz. It's like a half hour, so I think it is worthwhile. You can skip through a lot of it too. I have not done my NHL one-game parlay. Sam's excited. Barkov scored, so we just need Florida money line in that. If you guys follow there, that's super good. I will be going through and building mine on here. What's the deal with the Warriors FanDuel boost? I will say, because again, I'm kind of popping out of this a little bit late. Generally, if it is not tweeted out, it's not something that we're betting. Especially if it's on FanDuel, especially if it's like a Caesars Super Boost, especially if it's a DraftKings odds boost, which is it just me or have those disappeared? I haven't been able to find the DraftKings odd boost in probably 2 weeks. Maybe that's just me. Anyway, if it's on one of those, generally we look into it. And if it's not really bettable, maybe it's plus EV, but it's only a $5 bet. That's not something that we're going to tweet out, tell you guys all to go follow. So we're looking at that. All right, so I'm getting a few shouted out. Caesars has a good Warriors one. BR Super Boost on Caesars. That's the one. Okay. BR Super Boost on FanDuel. Steph, Clay, 2+3s. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. We could probably calculate it live. So 3 guys, 2+3, and it's plus what? Plus 170? Is that right? This could honestly be a good opportunity to kind of show you guys the process too. This is not something, I want to be clear with everybody on the stream today. This is not something that we're pretending to like be, I joked about it on my last tweet. I was like, maybe I'll give you guys a life lock or like my super whale lock. That's a joke. I'm not going to pretend to be, somebody who is, way smarter than anybody out there. We're just taking the time to deliver this to you guys. It's really the service we provide. We're like the Amazon of betting. We're bringing you the best boosts. They're things that you could probably go to the grocery store or go to Walmart for, but we're just going to make it easier for you guys so you don't have to think about it. So that's kind of what Promoguy is. But what you can do, I'll show you guys kind of the process here. So if we're looking at something, first off, we're going to go to our sports. We're going to go to NBA, and we're going to look at threes. We might also run into a little bit of issue with this where the lines are odd, where you're comparing them to like super subjective or super juiced lines, so they're not super calculable. But we'll look at this. Sam also might be saying this at the exact same time in chat. Let's see, where are our threes? Player points, rebounds, assists, blocks, player made threes. So we're big fans of Odds Jam. We love them. We use them for pretty much everything. So we're looking here at, am I in the right game? Good, Nuggets Warriors. Let's see, Green, Jordan Poole, over 2.5. Is that what he has? No, he's got to be over 1.5. So we don't have a great line here. We're really just using FanDuel's line, and that's super juiced. We're looking at what? Probably like plus. Wow, that's really, really crazy. That'd probably end up being what? Like plus 350, plus 370. Anyway, so we can put this in. I'll show you guys how we find the no vig odds. So we go to, my screen isn't shared. Thanks, Sam. Sam's always looking out for me. I have him in the chat so we can also do this. Sam's saying it's not a good boost, but we can kind of go through this process. Like I said, normally if we don't tweet something out, it's because it's not normally a good boost. So we go to Odds Jam. We look at this. We go 250 minus 650. So I'm going to duplicate my screen here. And we go to our calculator next. So in calculator, we're going to go to our no vig fair odds calculator. Everything we're building is based off of fair odds. So if it ever loads. So we go, what did I say? Plus 2. Where do we go? There he is. Plus 280 minus 650. So this is going to give us our fair odds. 250 Jeez, oh Pete's. Did I change that again? 280, 650. Hi, odds jam. Then we go minus 650. Let's see how close I was. Oh, 330. Okay, so we're going to say over is minus 330 for it to hit. So he's going to be looking at minus 330. So we're going to end up finding the likelihood of all three of these happening. So we got minus 330. We've got over 1.5. Jeez, oh Pete's. Minus 2,000. Well, shoot. We'll just say minus 2,000 because it's probably minus 2,100 is what that's going to be. So we're going to go minus 330, minus 2,000, and who's our last one, Steph? Over 1.5. Also minus, let's use this line, minus 1,250, because again, it's super odd, super kind of juicy. So we're going minus 1,250, minus 2,000, and minus 330. Stop me if I'm doing this wrong. How am I doing so far? Amazon with better working conditions. Indeed. So let's see. We're looking at... I'm opening up another tab just so I can kind of do this. So again, we're at minus 330, minus 2,000, and minus 1,250. So what I like to do is I like to parlay it. Sam does a little bit of a different process. They both normally, if I do it right, come out with the same kind of... comparison. Parlay odds minus 209. Sam, did I do this right? I might have done this wrong. We're going $100 bet. That would be, well, whatever. So that would be minus 209. I must have done something wrong in here. Because what's that? Boosted to plus 170? I might be looking at the wrong boost. Did I miss something? Are they all plus? Raw numbers are bad correlation. Correct. 175. All 2 plus 3s. So, yeah, they're all probably, honestly, I bet what Sam's getting at is that it's all just super juiced, and we only get one line to look at. So we don't like, even though I did just calculate these, I'm using Fanduel's numbers against themselves, and they're going to make it super favorable, obviously. So I'm going to say for this one, officially, not recommended just because it's hard for us to calculate, even though I just did my best attempt. This is the process for what you would do, right? I feel like this one, the clay to hit to, that's super weird. Over 1.5. Is that, he's calculating, okay, so over 1.5. Oh, I see what I did. I compared those two. So I really should have done minus 1,200 for him too. Because that's the next most comparable. Anyway, so that still gets us to minus 190. That's, again, using super juiced odds that just kind of make it weird. So even though this is what our calculation comes out with, my formal recommendation is bet it if you like it. That's it. Bet it if you like it. It's, and the Warriors have to win. I knew I was missing something. Thank you. So that fourth leg is really going to kind of kick in here too. So all three of those and Warriors are only minus 140 at the best. So we go plus 126, minus 148. That's going to be like 135. So I'm going to go minus 135 for that too. All right, so we're at 165 to plus 170. That's what we run into. There it is. So I knew I was missing something. So again, technically, ton of juice lines, ton of craziness, and we still only get to plus 165. That's not something that I'm loving. Sam wrote something about how to calculate up above. Yeah, he put a little something in there that just feels like it's just not a ton of fun. You can bet it if you want because, we do this little mini calculation. It comes out to plus 165. It's in at plus 175. Feel free to make your adult decisions, but I'm not doing it. Sam's not doing it. There's a whole lot of reason to not to, but could hit. All right, that is that. We got the BetMGM promo bet an MLB parlay of 3 legs and get a free bet worth 25% of your wager up to 100%. Chad, BetMGM promo bet an MLB parlay. Okay. Yeah, Chad, just do it. Go something, especially if there's no odds restrictions. Just go 3 legs, $100. Make it so that it's like 3 legs add up to freaking, I don't know, minus 300. You do something like that, you're getting a free bet of $25 plus, like another $25 win on 3 legs that are very likely to hit. Just build one that's super likely to hit. Chad, that's a fun promo. I don't mind that at all. DK Jordan Poole 25 plus threes. Sam, you want to calculate this one from Lucas while I move on to talking about the gambling promo, the casino promo? I think Sam's going to try. I'm requesting that he calculates this DK Jordan one. Okay, cool. There you go. Perfect. I've never been worried about getting limited on MGM. It's never happened to me. And continuing to do promotions like this, it's not like we're boosting their it's not like we're doing some crazy odds boost, only betting odds boost. Like, we're doing same game parlays and doing all this crazy stuff. So it's definitely not something you should worry about a ton. Anyway, I'm going back to this DK promotion that we've talked about a little bit on Twitter. I want to kind of dive a little bit more into that. I guess I kind of already did, didn't I? We really already kind of explained that. Basically, it's a no-brainer. You guys should do it. Do it for as much as your bankroll allows. Obviously, don't do $3,000 if $3,000 is all you have to your name right now. But it's generally very low risk. The $500 is kind of just a separate thing anyway. So once you get through betting your $3,000, you'll have that $500 sitting off to the side in the casino cash, which you can kind of go in. And again, I would recommend blackjack for that. But that's basically where we're at. I'm just really excited about it, so I wanted to come back to it. Okay. To end the stream today, I'm just kind of telling you guys, look out next Tuesday, because I probably won't be around this weekend. I'm drywalling a bedroom. Very excited about it. But so if you guys want to swing down, if you guys are in the area, come on over. I'll have a spare bedroom. You guys can come stay, hang out in, and we can talk sports and gambling and promos and all that jazz. But so I won't be around a ton this weekend, but you guys definitely need to keep an eye out for next Tuesday. And a lot of the games start early. So keep an eye out for your lunch break, different things throughout the day to be able to just jump in, knock out the bets. Really, things that I want you guys to look out for is that sheet that Sam puts out. You guys can go back to last Tuesday, look at it. He'll be sharing that out again real early. He got up early, put it out at like 5 a.m. last Tuesday. So he's putting in that hard work for you guys. Go in, take advantage of that. Definitely be taking advantage of the Dinger Tuesday. We're off to a slow start so far, but that's okay. You're always off to a slow start in April. It's April. It snowed here earlier this week, so it's something that you're allowed to be off to a slow start. But anyway, what I'm going to end with today is we're going to build our BetMGM same game parlays. So Chad, if you want to kind of follow the ideology with this for our 3 legs and just add a 4th for your same game parlays there, feel free. I hope that helps with the thing. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Sam's kind of covering our bases here as well. If it's not tweeted, it's generally not something that we're doing unless it's a very obscure, like a Caesars odds boost that's buried somewhere. If you guys have something like that, like it's not the Super Boost. The Super Boost is almost always going to get calculated. Shout out Caesars, like buried boosts. If there's something on, sometimes BetRivers slips through the cracks, even though we love the website, guys. If you're not already signed up for BetRivers, go to our website, sign up, click this link. It's a free $250. It's like, for real. It's the easiest money I've ever made, and I've been making so much easy money doing all this, all these promos. It's easiest money I've ever made, for real. But anyway, we're going to get into this, and I'm going to show you guys kind of the process that we have. I'm going to start with NHL just because it's my favorite one to do, and we'll build out from there. We'll do an NHL, we'll do an MLB, we'll do an NBA. To explain what this process is, that you guys do not know what the one-game parlays is. Ooh. Chad, is this for team totals even odd for your other leg? So are you just saying NBA or even odd? The thing that I run into is they're taking juice on something that's literally 50-50, so I have no chance of being slightly smarter. But you know what? Ultimately, throwing in a third leg or a fourth leg after our 3 safe legs, there's really nothing to go. There's nothing you can go wrong with. You're just putting something in. I love it. You know what, Chad? For you, I'll do an even odd. You want to do that? Let me know. Do you want me to do that for NHL, NBA, or MLB? Let me know. I'm gonna start building my NHL one, and if Chad gets that in before we're done, I'm gonna throw that in. I'm gonna go Dallas Stars. We're going Stars Flames today for our one-game parlay. Our parlay, bud. Normally, what I like to do is I like to go money line, just root for a team at the end, or we'll go sometimes like a goal scorer, just to add a little bit of spiciness to it, you know. Oh, I gotta log in. You guys are gonna see my little old school email. There we go. There's Munchkins. Hi, Munchkins. This is an email for those who are new. This is an email I made when I was literally like 8 years old. I was scared of them in the Wizard of Odds, but it was also my favorite word. So when I was told to make an email, they told me, hey, don't make it with your name, even though that's what everybody makes it with now. And so I decided I'm going to make my email with my favorite word. And I did, and it was Munchkins. And my favorite TV channel was Cartoon Network. So we went with my favorite word, my favorite TV channel. And we rode with that, and that was how my first email was born. And I still use it at times for things that are completely random and out of the blue, like BetMGM was when I first signed up. Ooh. That's a good poppers. Okay, so what we like to do for NHL is, first thing, we like to go first period. We go 2.5, 2.5. Let's see. So first period, Stars are going to cover 2.5 plus 2.5. And then we're going to go Flames first period plus 2.5. Look at that. We got 2 legs. We're at minus 2,500. I love it. Chad said anything? MLB. We're going MLB. I love it. MLB, perfect. NHL first period evens. Ooh. How do I even throw that in? What else will happen? Is that where that'll be? First period, even total goals. That's kind of awesome. All right, then I'm not throwing in my normal one. Normally what I would do is I would go first period over 0.5, but it's evens. Because I'm going evens, I'm leaving the possibility of even total points, right? Odd even points, yeah. So I'm leaving the possibility of it being 0-0. So I'm going to take out that 0.5, and we're just going to go... Who's the favorite here? Flames, probably? Yeah, we're going to go there. All right, so this is a little bit of a change-up. I like it. I'm rolling with Chad today. And we're just going to go plus 175. We're going to go $25 on that, and we're going to be watching that game tonight. Be careful. I can't tell you how many times I've either almost done it or have accidentally put in $50 here. Only do that 25. It's only worth it. Okay. Are you going to let me do it? Oh, come on, baby. Know that I've never left this room with this computer. It's not going anywhere. I'm still in Michigan. Let's see. Perfect. He does go, okay, team total goals over 0.5. I normally throw that in there. I decided, yeah, I know. You don't like me, but we're going to try this again. Because sometimes you don't find out where I am, and then sometimes you do. Anyway, oh, there you go. Sweet. So that's our bet. That's our first bet. We're going hockey. We're going to go, what did we say? MLB, we're going even odds. I like it. Chad, walk me through this MLB one. What do you want to do for here? We're going to go, our first one, we're going to go team totals even odd for our other leg. So to walk through this promotion one more time, even though I kind of have already. Basically, the way that this works is you go 3 safe legs and then one slightly riskier, juicier leg, so that you get basically after those 3 safe legs. Ideally, and in theory, what we're doing is we're making it so we hit all 3 of those, and then we're either getting a free bet or winning the bet, which is certainly a lot better than coming out with nothing. And that's what you would get with most bets. So we're just throwing these in there, taking best advantage of this kind of thing to be able to win in the long run. So how do I find this out? Let's go teams. What else will happen to the teams? This is kind of fun. All right, what are we doing? Team total on underdog over 0.5. Underdog even total. Underdog even total. So who's the underdog in this game? The Rangers Mariners. Let me pull something up real quick. Just so that I can see this. I don't want to back out on BetMGM because I've already made it this far. I probably should have this off the top of my head anyway. But sadly, I don't. I already bet on the Rangers Mariners today, so you'd think I'd know. Ugh. And my computer's being slow. Rangers Mariners. So we got Mariners as the favorite, slight favorite. So we're going underdog. We're going Rangers. Rangers team runs even. Okay, we got that. What else do we got? Love it. Team total on underdog over 0.5. That makes sense. So how many team runs? This is one of our safe legs. So we're going Rangers over 0.5. Boom. Already there. We are also going to go second inning plus 1.5 on both teams. Perfect. All right. I love this, actually. How many runs? We're going second inning. No, who will cover? We're going who will cover. Second inning. Plus 1.5. Rangers are covering plus 1.5. And then we're going to go Mariners will cover plus 1.5. Second inning. You know what? I like this a lot. All right, so we've got our 4 legs in. Basically, our only spicy one is the Rangers even, and it gets us all the way to plus 155. Yeah, I love it. Second inning spread. Mariners minus 130. Appreciate it. Heck yeah. All right, Chad. I'm rolling with you on this. I like this a lot. All right, so we're going all this. We're going $25 on this again, just to ensure that we are taking advantage of the promotion. One thing I will always recommend, always check that you guys are opted in. I'm probably going to opt in before I do an NBA parlay just because it's always something that I run into. I don't know why. I really don't know why. But I always run into this issue where I go to NBA or I go to like promotions and it's like, hey, yeah, you haven't actually opted. See, look at this. Oh no, that's OT insurance. Yeah, whatever. I'm not worried about OT insurance. Give me the 1 game parlay insurance. That's fine. It's actually not a bad insurance. It's not great. It's not great. Because it takes a lot to go into overtime. All right, we already have the NBA 1 game parlay insurance. We're good. So then I'm going to go NBA. Anybody have any favorite bets on NBA? Look at those odds. I love it, Chad. That was a lot of fun. I really appreciate that. That's going to be a favorite. Lucas, way back here, you got a 50% NHL same game parlay on DK. My best bet, go into OddsJam, try to find something in your favor. But honestly, with a 50% same game parlay, just build something you like. Have fun. Root for a player that you want to see get a point. Pick a team that you enjoy watching. With a 50% parlay, it's hard to win 3 legs in general. But 50% makes it so that it's profitable on pretty much anything. So find something you like, throw it down, and you'll be good to go. All right. I'm going to go, let's see. Who do I want to win this game? Mavericks or Jazz? I don't want either. Yeah. Fine. We're going to go Mavs to cover. Is Luka back yet? Is Luka going to come back? Do we know that answer? I hope he does, man. I saw he wasn't in, what game was that? It was probably just game 1. I didn't see him. And I was really bummed because, I'll be honest, I've kind of lost track of some of this. Who's in, who's out, who's injured, whatever. I'm normally a big Bill Simmons guy, but I haven't been able to keep up on the podcast recently. So anyway, in general, I'm just kind of bummed that Luka's not been able to at least get into that first game. I'm hoping he's back, but based on this spread, I'm assuming he isn't. Jazz are a good team, but we'll see here. How many player points? See if he pops up. Yeah, he's not there, is he? Mavs? Yeah, he's not there. Dang, that sucks. Do we want to root for an underdog today? Yeah, probably. We'll root for an underdog. We're going to go Mavs to cover, 8.5. That's going to be our spicy one. We're going to go game. How many points? I've been doing this kind of over under in the first quarter thing. It's been pretty interesting, but not it's a way to do this where you're taking advantage of these kind of favorable, likely to happen things. I'm not going over 61.5. I'm going under 61.5. And then let's see. What else will happen? Overtime played. Can I say no? Dang, that would have been cool. Let's go teams. How many team total points? We're doubling down on the Mavericks. We're going to take whatever their over is. 89.5. Yeah. There we go. We're going plus 135 on that. And that's going to be our NBA pick here. What do you guys think, chat? Anybody in here still? We got anybody? Agreed on first quarter. Try over under. Yeah. All right, perfect. That's what I did. I love it. I think we're here. Did I get it right? Let's see. So Mavs, first quarter points over 41.5, under 61.5. Mavs over 89.5, and Mavs to cover 8.5. Yeah, this makes sense to me. We like it? All right, cool. That is it. I think I will, I'll place this bet, see if we have any questions out there. If not, I will see you guys next Tuesday. I will see you on Tuesday, and we will go over a little bit more on dingers. We'll talk more about that. So I love it. I appreciate it, Chad. I appreciate you sticking around. I appreciate everybody in here. If you appreciate these videos, just like I appreciate you, how many times can I say that word? Go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, whatever it is you want to do, whatever you feel inclined to do. Just know that it kind of helps the channel. It's fun. It's really neat. It gets me out there to more people. So that's it for me. I will see you all later. I appreciate it. Geez, I said it again. I think I'm going to eliminate that word from my vocabulary from here on out, but I will see you all later. Peace.